What is going on, Geeks and Gamers? Is this the right channel? Am I in the right place? Is this the main Geeks and Gamers channel? I'm actually allowed to be on here, believe it or not. We've got an interesting stream for you today because Jeremy, as you can see, is on the road. This is not a car video. This is not a car stream. This is a motherfucking truck stream. Jeremy, what's going on, man?
Truck video. Vegas bound. I've been up for a long time now. I'm still driving. I'm not actually heading to Vegas right this second. Heading to see some friends on my way to Vegas. But yeah, Ryan coming to save the day. He's been banned from the main channel for the last year just because he's way too toxic. And I like to be the toxic person on the main channel. And he's just so fucking toxic. I was losing my edge every time he show up. I was like, I can't have this.
People started to realize that Jeremy wasn't a bad influence on me. I was a bad influence on him. Jeremy couldn't have that. His reputation would have suffered, so I was banned from the main channel. No more Gaming with Geeks podcast.
But yeah, hopefully my signal holds up. So it's Ryan's show today. I'm simply just a guest. So I'll mute while I don't know if the background noise is loud right now because there's a lot of bumps on this interstate. So I'm gonna mute. You go ahead and take over.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so Jeremy's going to be here. Hopefully his signal holds out. But yeah, it is a little loud. It's not too bad though. I think people will handle. I think people will be okay with this to get a little bit of Jeremy in the truck. But let's hit a couple of these super chats. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got a couple things to talk about because this Star Wars shop owner who It's Ma'am 2.0 attempt did not go very well. Completely has backfired. We're going to talk all about that because this 78-year-old man who is a veteran of the Vietnam War decided to take a stand and not bend the knee, and it's very much worked out in his favor. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Mark Hamill having an insane amount of Trump derangement syndrome to the point that he cannot stop talking about it, and the double standards at Lucasfilm. When you have someone that makes a, 1940s Germany comparison versus someone else. One you fire and one you praise and promote and make posters of. So we will talk about that. And of course, the Suicide Squad, the box office numbers are not good for the Suicide Squad, but it seems like most people are enjoying it. So we're going to talk about the reaction and those numbers. Let's hit some of these super chats. Jake, the movie geek. I've been very worried for the safety of this shop owner. Can't believe we're at the point where we need to fear for our lives and livelihood for having a different opinion. This is pretty messed up. Well, and we will talk about it because everyone who was trying to rally to this protest outside, they have been blown the fuck out of the water, and they have canceled their little protest because they knew that they would be in the vast, vast minority because people will go support this shop owner. We talked about that a little bit last night, Jeremy. You know, the backlash has been real for the people trying to cancel this man.
Well, it's the same type of victim mentality that we see from these left-wing fucking people. And to be clear, and we have to clarify this because of all of the losers out there. I have no problem with anyone that wants to. I mean, I even made a video about AFK Bart. AFK Bart wanted had the pronoun announcement, and I fully supported that because of the character in which AFK Bard has carried themselves all of this time. Never attacked me, never came after me. If this person would have walked into that store and carried themselves like a decent human being and explained their side to go, hey, your sign here, yada, yada, yada. This is why I am the way I am, and this is why I feel that this is offensive, yada, yada, yada. Just have a normal conversation. And if that shop owner then returns fire and is a dick, then, okay, he deserves criticism. No, this person goes in there with the intent to create controversy, film the controversy, and then target a hate mob towards this guy. And just screaming like a crazy lunatic, playing the victim, and now it's completely backfired, and rightfully so. These activists are not interested in having a conversation. They're not interested in making people understand their position and why they are the way they are. They're interested in creating a situation to play the victim and then have someone get targeted harassment out of it. That's what they're looking to do.
They're looking to gain clout. They're looking to gain attention, everything. And they went about it the completely wrong way. And they went after the wrong person. And that's why it's blowing up in their face. This is what happens when you take a stand against this kind of garbage. We're going to get to that very quickly. Real quick, Gaming or What for $2. Thank you, Gaming or What. Greta Thun Potato for $5 says, Hail all re. Thank you, Greta Thun Potato. Wesley Snipes for Canadian 5. What's your favorite cheese? Sharp cheddar. Trans conservative waifu says, I once had a ma'am moment in a clothes store, little crying face. Well, I don't know exactly what that was about, but this situation here that we're going to talk about is someone who intentionally knew that they had a major disagreement with somebody who ran this store, and they went in there to cause controversy. If you're not, go ahead.
What happened to private business? Private business do whatever they want. What happened to that argument?
It doesn't apply in this case.
Yeah, it doesn't apply because that argument was always a smokescreen. It was always a bullshit argument. These fucking people don't believe in any of the bullshit they spew. None of it. All you have to do, use their logic against them, and it'll expose them every single time. Every fucking time. I've heard these dumb people, these dumb fucking idiots who try to make YouTube videos challenging the things I'm saying. What they don't understand is that every argument I make is taking the left's bullshit tactic and flipping it on them. I don't care what Brie Larson said. I don't give a shit what Brie Larson ever said. I don't care what Mark Hamill says. But when you look at the hypocrisy and go, okay, well, if Mark Hamill could say it, can Gina Carano say it? No. Then it's bullshit. Well, if Brie Larson can say that white people aren't allowed to watch this movie and review it, can the same be said about any other race or gender? No. That's my problem with it. I don't have a problem with anything anybody says. If you hear a conversation with me and Ryan that's not on the internet, you will understand that not a fucking thing offends us except for dumb people. That's the only thing that offends us is dumb people. Not people saying hurtful things. No fucking body cares about that shit. Anybody that grew up playing video games on Xbox Live or grew up actually, doing something called like playing a real sport and talking shit, nobody gets offended by these words. Nobody. It's all about calling out the hypocrisy of the situation. That's what we do. I'm not here to speak for Ryan, but I can guarantee you Ryan is not offended by words. Nor am I. Nor is probably 99% of you watching this stream right now. We don't get offended by words. We get offended by hypocrisy and double standards.
Exactly. And I think that the situation here, what's so frustrating is that 99.999% of people likely, even if they disagree with maybe the way that someone chooses to live their life, disagree with what you want to do, as long as that's not affecting me, as long as that's not affecting my business or whatever, most people are like, fine, live your life. Like it's not affecting me. It's not affecting my business, whatever. The difference is when you go into a store like this person did with the intent to cancel someone, with the intent to get this place shut down over some controversy, because that's what it is. It's not really a controversy, but it's become one because it's now in the public eye. This is a store owner in Aberdeen, Washington. He owns a store called Suker and Sons. I believe that's what it is. I don't know exactly how to pronounce the name, but he is a 78-year-old man. He has had this store for years and years and years. He's a Vietnam War veteran. You can see the data racer here has the video. Transgender city council member harasses a Star Wars shop owner over a sign in his store. The shop owner is having none of it. This was a planned attack by a radical city council member on an elderly small business owner. And I want to show you guys, well, first of all, the Don. Here's a picture. The Don right there from Data Racer. So he's living his best life, clearly. But this is the sign that people are talking about. So this sign was up in his store. It's a known thing. People in the community know that this is in this store. It says, just out, Dr. Seuss's new book. If you're born with a dick, you're not a chick. That's what this man is putting out there. It's the sign that this person has put out. He says this new release is out now because of cancel culture banned his early books or something like that. That's what it says in the bottom. So this is clearly a reaction to what happened to all the Dr. Seuss controversy a while ago. This sign is up in this man's store. When this city council member, a member of the local government, comes in He realizes, okay, this is, I know who this is. This sign might be offensive to that person. He took it down to try to be nice, but that's not why this city council member was there. This city council member was there to cause controversy. They had someone filming them as they walked in. And this is what we got out of it.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it?
Well, everybody
When
loves
you're
it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it?
Everybody loves it.
No, I don't
They
think
take
so.
pictures of it. They post it. 9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah, you know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bullshit.
No, it's not.
It
Trans
is.
women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit.
I'll tell you what. Just check it out. It ain't bullshit.
I'm telling you, right?
So again, this person with someone else in there filming with them. They're not in there to buy Star Wars shit. They're not in there to shop. They are here to record this and put it up on Facebook and play victim and try to get this man canceled, try to get him run out of business. This is a member of the fucking government doing this bullshit. And it's disgusting. They picked the wrong dude because everybody is very sympathetic towards a 78-year-old man who's just a business owner, who's expressing his opinion at his business. And someone's coming in trying to pull this.
Right now, as a trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's bullshit. It's total bullshit.
Okay.
First of all, the idea of this person who's about a foot taller than this business owner, the entire situation is just fucking laughable. Like, as he's looking up to this transgender city council person and saying his opinion at his place of business while this lunatic is yelling at him.
You know what? Nobody confronts your ass. That's the problem.
Really?
If they'd say,
Really?
what the
You want to bet?
what the fuck is
Do you know
going
what I
on?
have had
Do you
to
know how
live
many
through?
people you've embarrassed at
Oh,
City
wow.
Hall?
Me, an
They have to-
embarrassment to City
they
Hall?
have to
Really?
tolerate
You're an
that
embarrassment
shit.
to the city, sir. You are an embarrassment to this city.
I am a
And I'm
pillar
gonna
in
make
the
sure
city.
that everybody knows.
I'm a pillar in this. Now
Oh,
you
yeah.
do that. Do you know why? Every time some bullshit like this happens,
Huh?
my sales go up because people are wanting this.
Really.
Really.
We're gonna show them this side of you, and
You do it. You do
hopefully we
it.
can
You
change
do
your
it really
mind,
good.
sir.
Because guess
Hopefully
what?
we can wake you up.
You are fucking.
Hopefully we can wake you up. We're going to expose you so we can change your viewpoint. They don't want to change any minds. This is not the kind of person you go to change their mind. This dude's almost fucking 80 years old. Like, it's insanity for this to happen the way it's happening. And the reason, he's exactly right. Every time this happens, he gets a lot of sales. He's getting a ton of support. I'm about to show you the Google reviews for this dude. It's insane the amount of positive reviews he's gotten over the past day. This cancellation attempt has completely failed.
I want the chat to imagine the media reaction if the person that went into the store with the camera was a MAGA supporter, and this was a black female or a black male shop owner, and the MAGA supporter was trying to convince the shop owner of why they were wrong for voting for Biden. Imagine how the reaction would be from the media. But because of the roles being where the media wants them, they're going to portray this in a completely different way. And it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. We all know it. And again, to be clear, I don't give a shit what you identify as. It doesn't make a fuck to me. But just like anything else, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, whether you're pro-vax, anti-vax, I don't give a shit. It's not for me to decide. But stop trying to tell me or other people that they need to agree with your opinion. And it's like I've said, the same people that were calling you racist and sexist for not liking a movie are the same fucking people that are doing shit like this. Because it was never about a movie. It was about them trying to control your mindset, and they know you're not going to, so then they can play the victim. It's all about continuing that victim mentality because they can benefit from it. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and what this person did was they then shared it to Facebook. They said, transphobic shop owner harasses customer. That's what they titled that, is even though this person went in there with the sole intent of harassing this man and making this video. And we'll watch. We got about a minute left of their argument here.
Nuts.
Wake you up
You
to the
are
truth,
nuts.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You
Uh-huh.
don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're fucked
Really?
in the head. What's
Oh,
wrong with
really?
you?
I'm fucked in the head.
I am confronting you
Yes, sir.
that you are an asshole.
And I'm confronting you that just because I walked into your store, you felt the need to take your sign down.
Well,
But it's
I was
degrading
thinking
everybody in my
I
community.
was thinking I was going to be nice,
What?
but no.
Be nice? Be nice? Putting that sign up is not being nice. Putting that sign up is fucked up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on my TV out.
Good. Go for it.
But you know why?
Let everybody
Do you know why?
know before they walk in.
Why did they?
And then, again, this whole thing, the sign was in reference to Dr. Seuss getting canceled. That's evidently when he put it up. He said, I took it down when you walked in because I was trying to be nice. He's not sitting out there trying to offend people. That's just the way he thinks. And when he saw someone who walked in that he felt, you know what, that might be, maybe they won't like that. I'm going to take that down to save their feelings. It's kind of what he did. And it didn't matter because this person does not care about him or actually changing his opinion, anything like that. They would have done exactly what Jeremy said. Walked in and said, hey, I noticed this sign. I wanted to tell you why I feel this way about my life and the lifestyle choice, my lifestyle choices, whatever it may be. But no, it's about a cancellation attempt. They shared it to Twitter, try to get Mark Hamill to retweet it. I'm surprised that woke ass bitch didn't retweet it, to be honest with you. Tag George Takai, try to get his help. And it's just got destroyed. And they doxed this man. They put out his phone number. They were trying to organize this big protest at his store to try to shut him down. 22 quote tweets, no likes on this, by the way. So that's all the great interaction that they had there. That is now a little bit changed. I wanted to show you this because this place has said protest postponed. You're advised to avoid the area because of the intense amount of attention this protest received. We are not comfortable. Yeah, you're not comfortable because you knew no one was actually going to show up to support you. And there was going to be a literal army of people there to support this local business owner. That's why you did this.
Up for what you believe in. The moment it doesn't land the way you want it, they back the fuck down like the cowards that they are. This is all about optics. This is all about trying to get leverage through social media. And when it doesn't work, they become the cowards that we all know them to be, and they back down.
This has 8 fucking likes on 147 quote tweets. And they turned comments off, of course. These people that were trying to organize this fucking protest. Here's the news out there trying to spin a narrative about this man. And he tells the news exactly how it is.
Yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
He told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 70 am age. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
Supporters of the councilwoman are planning a protest out in front of.
There's him referring to the councilwoman.
I love this man. That dude he's so fucking badass. He is the man. That is a fucking grown ass man right there. He is such a badass. I love it. Look at him.
Yeah, there you go. The Don from Data Racer. So shout out to Don Suker, I believe is his name. Again, you can go. He does have a website. I don't think he has any online shop, which is very unfortunate. But listen, there's ways you can support him. There's, I think he may sell some T-shirts. I don't have confirmation about that, but I know the word being spread is a great thing. You go look at the Google reviews. 4.9 out of 5 stars with 6,400 reviews. And of course, there's a lot of new reviews just in the past day that are all 5 stars saying he's fucking awesome. There was one I saw, this one person who looks like they have some pretty high comorbidities, to be honest with you, says, I bought a gift for a friend there prior to the coup. So I bought a gift, what is this, 2 years ago, but I'm just leaving a review now. The owner was very verbal about his hostile political opinions. Recently, there's been a handwritten sign posted in front of his store about trans people. So this is someone trying to review bomb. They're getting blown the fuck out of the water from all normal thinking people, which is a great thing to see. And it's funny because when you stand up like this, if this dude would have just bent the knee and been a coward and been a bitch, maybe he wouldn't be getting the support that he's getting right now. But since he stood his ground, since he said, no, fuck off, this is my business, get the fuck out of here, he's getting a lot of support. Don't bend the knee when these people come after you. That's the best lesson learned from this entire thing, because there are people out there that will support you and stand behind you. That's what we're seeing in Aberdeen, Washington.
Yeah, a person that's looking for a conversation, you're going to know that immediately if they're actually looking for a conversation. And this person proved from the literal moment that they stepped foot in there that they were never looking for a conversation. They were never looking for the thing that they claimed that they were looking for. And don't try, don't compromise. It'll never work. And again, the moment you try to compromise with these left-wing lunatics, and again, it's not about trans people or whatever. It's about the left-wing people that have hijacked anything that's going on out there, whether it's being gay, whether you know, black people, trans people.
Oh man, Jeremy had a hard freeze. Look at that face. The face of a man. Maybe he crashed, honestly. He may have crashed. This may be the last time you've ever seen Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. It might be over, ladies and gentlemen, because that is definitely a hard freeze. Look at his face, though. His last moments as the CEO, owner, founder. Oh, there he is. Oh, my God, he's back. We thought you were dead, Jeremy.
I'm about to fucking have a wreck. Because I noticed I lost signal. I was like, fuck. What did you hear?
Well, you literally just froze like this. And then I basically told the chat that you were dead for 60 seconds. And now you're back.
Listen.
That's all.
Listen. If I die during this stream, I expect super chats to roll in. Okay? I'm just saying. I mean, that's all.
There it is again. Yeah, so we kind of knew this was going to happen. Obviously, Jeremy's on the road. Jeremy is headed to Las Vegas right now. So he's on a road trip across the country because he refuses to fly. He's like John fucking Madden. He has to drive, evidently. So he's on a road trip to Vegas. We still wanted to make sure the stream happened, that we did the stream. So that's what we're doing. We're probably going to go for about an hour. If Jeremy ends up dropping out, we'll just do the rest of it with me solo. It's not a fucking problem. It is something that we're ready and prepared for. But we are really looking forward to Vegas while seeing if Jeremy's going to come back. I just wanted to share this with you guys. He's fucking gone. He gone. A hard out. Are you ready? This is from Gary's back on August 1st, sharing the official flyer for the Vegas meetups. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. So Friday Night Tights in Las Vegas. We're going to be doing a show together. We're going to be doing 2 meetups this coming Thursday and a week from today. We're going to be doing meetups at the Millennium Fandom Bar at 6 p.m. August 12th and 14th. That'll be a blast. We're also just going to be there throughout the week. I'm getting there Monday. I'm going to be there over the next several days. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff together. You'll see us around town. It'll be fantastic. And speaking of that, Jeremy is back.
I'm not dead. Oh, it wasn't a trick to get super chats. I'm not dead yet. I'm saying, though, if I do die, I expect at least like a $2.99 super sticker if I die.
How will there be, how will we know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you just drop out, we're not going to know that you're dead for another several days. We'll do a memorial stream. I already told Jeremy this because he almost died the other day. I told him that if you die, one, I'm taking over the channel, clearly. And two, we'll do a big memorial stream. We'll get a bunch of super chats, and I will just keep all the money because I know that's what you would have truly wanted. So
yes, I would. Listen, if I die, the person that takes over the channel, I expect them to become a grifter just like me. So I wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. But I would just mention to everybody that, because for those of you that are just coming in, Jeremy is on his way to Vegas. How excited are you for what we're going to be doing in Vegas?
I'm really excited for Vegas. I'm not excited for the heat. but I am excited to be in Vegas. I'm excited to hang out with everybody, the Friday Night Tights crew, Geeks and Gamers crew. A ton of people from Geeks and Gamers are going to be there. And I'm looking forward to meeting up with our crew, and then obviously just all of our supporters. It's going to be great to meet you guys, hang out, shake hands, take some pictures, talk some shit. And seriously, like, I can't stress this enough. Like, treat us like we're normal people, because that's all we are. But we're not John Campea. We're not going to charge you $5 to walk in our presence. We're not gonna...
treat me like an asshole, because that's what I am. I expect everyone to treat me just the way I would treat you. It's just you're going to walk in, I'm going to fucking make fun of you. I'm going to talk shit. That's exactly what I'm going to do with Jeremy when I see him. It's just going to be great. It's going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait for it.
I mean, look, this is what, like, Ryan and I met when he came to a meetup in San Diego. Like, that's where we met. And next thing you know, he's taking over channels and radicalizing me, even though people are dumb thinking that I radicalized him. He radicalized me. But seriously, like, if that meetup doesn't happen, I mean, Ryan doesn't have a channel, and Ryan doesn't take Sports Wars to 100,000 subs. Sports Wars probably still has like 2,000 subs, and I'm still probably talking about Tebow and Tom Brady. So, I mean, it all happened because of a meetup. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's crazy. We were talking about that the other day, or I guess last night. You were like, it's crazy looking back at that, because that was about 2 years ago, like almost to the day. I think it happened in like July sometime. It's crazy to see where everything's gone since then, and like where we're at as Geeks and Gamers, where we're both at. It's nuts, man.
Can you hear me?
Well, now I can, yeah. Well,
okay.
We could hear you the whole time, but
I was just gonna say, unlike the sequel trilogy, Ryan surpassed literally every expectation possible. So
there we go. Yeah, it's been great. So let's get to some of these super chats. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. Jeremy's back from the dead. Just when you think he's gone, we pull him back in. Stone Cold's beer cooler for $5. This Star Wars guy is the next Masterpiece cake shop owner, and I'm scared for him because they will do the same thing to this guy and ruin his life. I think there's a little difference, because he's not refusing to serve anyone, and in fact, when he thought that someone might be upset at his sign, he took it down until they decided to make a bigger deal out of it. But I agree as far as the attention and the push that's going to happen from the mainstream media. But I think the initial response has been so overwhelmingly in favor of this man, because they picked the wrong dude. They picked a veteran. They picked an old guy who everybody has someone like that in your life. So it's just the wrong target. I think it's going to be very, very positive for him overall, especially now that they've canceled that protest, because they knew so many people would show up to support him. Anthony Norris go ahead.
I was going to say, because I don't know how long I'll have reception. My reception is bad right now. I do have 2 40-gallon tubs of merchandise that we're giving away for free. So you see us in Vegas, if I have merch, I'll hand you something. I have hoodies, I have hats, I have T-shirts, I have tank tops, beanies, backpacks. I got, I'm just going to give it all away. So that's just a thanks to all of you. I would guess I probably have several $1,000s worth of merch that I'm giving away. It's a lot. It's a lot of fucking money. But you know what? The only reason we're able to do this is because of all of you. So, like I said, unlike other famous YouTubers with less subs than this channel, we don't charge you to walk in our presence. We actually give you free shit just if you come hang out with us, because you'll make us feel like we're important if you hang out with us.
Yeah, and I've got a bunch of stuff as well. I've got little bags. I got some stickers. I got keychains. I got shirts. I got hats. I got coffee mugs. It's gonna be fucking cool. I'm not gonna have as much shit as Jeremy, because just a little channel compared to Jeremy's channels. But But I will have some stuff, so we'll be giving a lot of stuff away. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope a lot of people show up, honestly, because we got a lot of stuff that we want to do for you guys when you get there. Where did I go? Anthony Norris for 5. I live about 2 hours from the Star Wars store. Should I check it out? I think that if you're close to this guy, I would definitely go check it out and go buy something. And, not anything Disney Star Wars related if he has Disney Star Wars shit in there, but I would definitely go support this guy. Jake the Movie Geek says, if Ryan inherits Geeks and Gamers, he will fire all of the women. I won't have to. I think they'll just quit. So I don't think I'll have to actually fire anyone, honestly. D Jones for $3. Nice. Y'all heard about the DaBaby situation? What is the DaBaby situation? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Not sure, D Jones.
If Ryan doesn't know, then that shocks, because Ryan knows every fucking thing about everything. The dude is so on point with internet lore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like he sounds like a hip hop artist or something. He sounds like a rapper. I don't know who it is.
I can't quite hear every. I didn't hear exactly what you said, but I did make it out, whatever it was, to the point where it sounds like something I can hear.
Yeah, I think that it's probably a rapper. But I don't really know. I don't know about any controversy.
What did you say?
God damn it! Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking
No,
with me?
like, what the super chat? What was the super chat about? I'm trying to listen.
Nice. Y'all heard about the DaBaby situation?
No, I don't. I don't know what that is. Nope.
It sounds like he is a rapper. So from what everyone's saying, maybe he got canceled. So we'll have to check it out.
I haven't. I really don't listen to current rap. I'm a Tupac. Biggie, Too Short, Bone Thugs, Snoop before he went mainstream, Eminem before he became a bitch. That's my rap.
Someone says they think it got canceled for anti-LGBT comments. Have they ever listened to any rap ever? In current day, literally every rapper ever should be fucking canceled if they get held to the same standard as like any other normal person. Like with the insanity that's going on right now. And that's stupid because I don't think that that's true. But if you're going to hold these people to the same standards, yeah. Demi Moore's tapeworm for $2. This dude is a B without the dress and high heels. Thank you, Demi Moore's tapeworm. Appreciate it. Joseph,
hey, Ryan, we need to create you. What was that channel, that YouTube channel, the reaction channel? They got canceled a couple times. The Brothers.
The Brothers?
Fine Bros, is that it?
Fine Brothers? I don't know.
Is that right? The reaction they get like these kids to watch like old school like stuff and the reaction, teenagers or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I want to create a new channel. We get SJWs to react to like fucking Tupac and Snoop Dogg songs from like, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. I would love to see an SJW like react to that shit. Where Nate Dogg's singing like, if you can't fuck that day, baby, just lay back and open your mouth. Like, oh my God, I want to hear SJWs respond to that. We're gonna start that now.
You know what it should be? We don't like have them react to music videos. We just like print out lyrics, right? And it's like Donald Trump had this song written for him or something, right? And like put it in front of someone and have them read it and react to it. And they'll just be like, this is everything that's wrong with society. This is why we need to stop cis white males. And then they actually play them the music video and see what happens. That's the next channel, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. I didn't hear anything you said because you were a robot. So bad connection, but I'm sure it was good.
I said that you don't like Tim Tebow. So
I love Tim Tebow. I love Nintendo and Tim Tebow.
This is such a fucking mess. Nick the Great for $5. That old man is a savage. Was hoping he'd say ma'am. There is a part later where the person continues to harass him, and he's like, I got a question for you. Do you have a penis? Like, he literally said that, and the person freaks out. But, like, there are videos out there. Go watch them and go support this dude. In my opinion, you decide for yourself. Joseph Binowitz becomes a channel member. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but thank you very much. Cooking with Ruthie for 5. Why is Jeremy streaming and driving? That is not safe. Well, I know I've seen a lot of women in the chat be really like worried about Jeremy. And if I were a woman, I would agree that doing anything else, like just a woman driving, is scary. So the idea of them doing anything else and driving is troubling, but I think Jeremy's got it. I think he can handle it.
I can drive. I'm an extremely good driver. I'm a better driver than I'm a golfer. That's for sure.
Yeah. We're going to see. We're going to find out because he's going to drive the cart and golf when we're in Vegas. Demi Moore's tapeworm for $2. I live in an asshole and I can't stand this crap. God. Thank you, Demi Moore's tapeworm. And then another 2 says that dude is the real G.I. Joe American hero. Yes, Don Suker is more G.I. Joe than Channing Tatum could ever be.
Finally, Ryan said something intelligent in reference to that fucking movie.
Well, usually I just want to trigger you.
I know.
Which is pretty easy. Where is this? Nick the Great for 5. Everyone wishes that was their grandpa. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like everyone can kind of sympathize and like understand where that person's coming from because everyone has, whether it's a grandpa or an uncle or something like that, an older man who's been through a lot, maybe is a veteran that's been through some shit that has their own way of thinking. That is why people are supporting this person. Wrong person to try to fucking take down. Cooking with Ruthie for 5. Ryan, please tell Jeremy to be safe. Jeremy, be safe. He's fine. Cantrell Winston for $10. I live 3 hours away in Monroe, Washington, and if I didn't work today, I'd be down in Aberdeen defending this American hero. I will be down soon to shake the hand of this badass. Have a drink for me, Ryan. I will. I'm going to drink a lot in Vegas. That's the plan anyway. I'm going to drink a lot in Vegas because Jeremy won't be drinking, so I'll have to drink for him as well because the experience has to be from someone. Of course, Gary won't drink either, so fuck, I'm going to be drinking a shit ton. Chris Coran for $5. The time is coming for people to rise and push back on the oppressionist SJW bullshit. Indeed, Chris. And that's what we're seeing. This reaction, the pushback, it's been a good thing for him and his business. Jay Hailstorm for 5. Heads up, bad storms in the south right now through the weekend. Like the south, like the southeast, like where Jeremy's usually from, or where? Well, I hope we're okay. I hope everybody's okay, Jay Hailstorm. So I think he'll be fine. Look at him. He's fucking getting pulled over by the cops right now. We're about to see one of those videos where he tries to pretend like you don't have permission to pull me over or search my car. That's what we're about to see. Sovereign citizen. We're about to see some sovereign citizen action.
No, I had almost missed my exit, so I was having to Oh wait, listen. If you're out there, if you're a driver, and I mean this in all seriousness, like use your mirrors like constantly. I'm always aware of every car around me. I always know where they're at because I'm always looking in my mirrors. I know every single thing going on around me because, spoiler alert, fucking people can drive. People cannot drive. They're fucking stupid. They're dumbasses. They don't know how to drive. They don't know the proper etiquette. They don't understand that you don't ride in the left lane if you're not passing. Get your ass in the right lane, you dumb fuck. I don't understand why that's so difficult. Stay in the right lane. If you pass, okay, jump in the left lane, then move your ass back in front of the car you passed and leave that fucking lane clear. It's not that difficult. But anyway, use your mirrors. It's very important. Be aware of your surroundings because people are idiots. There's your tip for the day.
I don't know if anyone expected to get driving tips on this stream today, but there you have it. Use your mirrors, guys, if you didn't know. Fiat Justitia for $50. Thank you so much. I love the idiocy of Hamill. Doesn't realize he supports the very people and the very ideology that destroyed Star Wars and Luke Skywalker. Zero self-awareness. Thank you for the $50. I'm sorry I couldn't pronounce your name, but that's a good segue into what I want to talk about next. Mark Hamill is a guy who has complete TDS. He is obsessed with politics, and it's to his own detriment. He continues to talk about it over and over again. And it's interesting, this double standard that seemingly exists at Lucasfilm and at Disney for people that compare others to something that happened in 1940s Germany. If you think on one side of the political aisle, that's fine. If you're Mark Hamill, if you're Pedro Pascal, that's completely fine. But Gina Carano put something out there that gets wildly twisted by everyone, and they fucking fire her over it. They cancel her. They put out this disgusting statement. This is garbage. This is what Mark Hamill said. It's from Bounding into Comics. Mark Hamill mocks new Donald Trump cards and compares them to Nazi Germany. And we're talking about this tweet right here. And I immediately retweeted it, said TDS is a real thing. Because Mark Hamill, Donald Trump is not on Twitter. There's no reason that Mark Hamill needs to even be hearing or talking or anything about Donald Trump ever. And in fact, this was in October. I bookmarked this because I remembered when he said this because I knew he was lying. I'm counting the days till this election is over so I can try to ignore politics and go back to tweeting showbiz trivia, toddlers laughing, and heartwarming animal rescue videos like this one. Well, almost a year later, Donald Trump no longer the president. Donald Trump been deplatformed by nearly every person on social media. And what is Mark Hamill talking about? Still Trump. He says it's not an official former guy item. He can't even bring himself to say the words Trump while he's talking about him, unless it contains at least one misspelling and or Third Reich imagery. This is obviously a fickle. And what he's talking about is some mock-ups that got sent out in a private email. It's not something that was going to print or anything, just some mock-ups for different designs and asking like these Save America members. Obviously, there's a misspelling there, a fickle card. And then the eagle, he says, is Third Reich imagery. Heaven forbid an eagle be used anywhere, say on like the presidential seal or on numerous military outfits. This is fucking dumb, but this is where Mark Hamill is at right now. This is a Disney Lucasfilm employee, evidently, considering his appearance in The Mandalorian. His posters are putting out there with Baby Yoda, and he can't stop talking about Trump, can't stop comparing him, and you would have to assume by tacit inclusion his supporters, likening them to Nazis. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't catch all of that because the reception was a little wonky, but I know the basic points you're trying to make, and people got mad at me when I basically said I'm done with Mark Hamill forever over on my D-Day Cobra channel. This was back when he posted those pictures of Melania Trump when she was first lady, and it's just the guy is gone. He's absolutely gone. He's you can like what he did in Star Wars. I do, but he's gone. He's a garbage human being. He's a terrible person. That's just that's just all there is to it.
Yeah, and I think the most frustrating thing is that double standard. Like we said, when you have people like Pedro Pascal putting this out there, comparing Trump voters to Nazis. Now you have Mark Hamill out there tweeting, comparing people to Nazis. Yet, as soon as Gina Carano says one thing, even associated with anything that happened in Germany or in Europe in the 40s and late 30s, all of a sudden she gets fired. That's completely off limits. How dare you? While you have these other people at Lucasfilm continuing to talk about this type of trash. It just shows you there is a double standard, and it's all based on your political ideology. That is disgusting, and I don't understand how people continue to get excited for Disney Star Wars and anything coming forward in Disney Star Wars while this type of attitude exists there, so blatant and so clear.
Yeah, I have not watched Bad Batch. I won't watch Bad Batch. I haven't watched anything Star Wars since they fired Gina. I just have no faith in not a single person in that company. I have not, and that includes Favreau and Filoni. I have no faith in any person at that company after what happened with Gina. And, Mark Hamill can get away with it. Pedro can get away with it. All of the blue-haired whales that write for StarWars.com can get away with it. But Gina can't. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why this idea of her returning to Disney triumphantly is so laughable, because could you imagine them hiring her with the way all of their employees, like the things that they said when she left, the things that they did when she left, I can't imagine that happening. And I can't imagine that she wants to go back there to work with people like that without some legitimately public apology where they get on her knees and say, we take back everything we said about you. Please come back. And I don't see that happening from Disney. But fuck Mark Hamill. He's literally a piece of shit and continues to be obsessed with Donald Trump. Obsessed with Donald Trump when he's not on the platform anymore. He's not even really in the public eye in a big way anymore, unless you are specifically looking for him, which Mark Hamill is because he has nothing better to do other than voice act Skeletor for Kevin Smith.
They need Trump. Like they've tried to make other people their Trump. I mean, they target Tucker all the time. Obviously, DeSantis is their boogeyman as well. But Trump is they can't let go of Trump ever. They'll never be able to let go of Trump. He lives in their heads literally all the time.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's called TDS for a reason. It's literally disturbing how obsessed he is with him still. Take a couple more of these super chats, guys. Thank you for being here, watching Jeremy fight for his life. He's like R. Kelly. He's fighting for his life out there on the roads. Cantrell Winston for $5. Message retracted, but thank you. Demi Moore's tapeworm for 5. Hey, Jeremy. Jeremy, if you die, how long do I have to wait to ask? Basically, how long would you have to wait until it's considered okay to ask a widow out on a date? That's what they're asking.
I couldn't hear you.
If I
die, how long?
If you die, how long is it appropriate to ask a widow out? Basically.
Oh, immediately.
There you go.
I
a
mean,
week is plenty. He asked if a week was okay. I guess that's acceptable.
Yeah, to me, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any grace period. I think the sooner the better. The more of a Chad you are.
That's right.
But you waiting out of like I literally just said, like if I die, let's get some super chat money. Clearly, I don't have much standards on me being honored or respected. Like I'm just like Ryan, get some dough, bro. Make sure we get some premium subscription out of this, and yeah, I'm good with it.
Yep. So officially, the answer is his body can still be warm, and it is acceptable.
Yeah.
D-Max Ski for $5. Can't wait to hang with you guys in Vegas. Want to buy both of you a Corona at the bar. Well, I don't think Jeremy will take it because Jeremy doesn't drink alcohol, but I will take 2.
Nope, no alcohol for me.
There you go. I'll take 2 though. Thank you. Imak Maman for $20. If Ryan takes over, he will turn Geeks Gamers into a dictatorship. It will be a Camelot for women haters with a round table of misogynistic knights. You're not far off. I've already got the plans. I've already got the plans in the works. Thank you, Imak Maman. Thank you for the $20. Yokose for $20 says clap car video, all in emojis. It's now a truck video. Jeremy's driving a truck now instead of a car. So he's upgraded in life. My question, Jeremy, do you back into parking spaces?
Say that again?
Do you back into parking spaces with your truck?
In a truck, yes. In a car, no. I fucking hate when people back into parking spaces in a car, but in a truck, absolutely.
I hate it when anyone backs into it if they don't know what they're doing. If you know what you're doing, listen, even in a car, you could do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not interrupting my flow of traffic. As soon as one motherfucker like fucking pulls in and then has to fucking come out again into the lane because you fucked it up, you can go fuck yourself. I hope you get in a fiery car accident on the way home. You're fucking wasting my time. That's my opinion on it. Cantrell Winston for $5. When I meet the shop owner, I'm going to tell him to contact Gary so he can be on Friday Night Tights. Wish I could come to Vegas, have a drink for me, Ryan. I will. I'm going to have a lot of fucking drinks for everybody while I'm there, evidently, according to these super chats. That would be great because we don't really know a way to get a hold of him. If he wants to come on Friday Night Tights, we would love to have him. We would love to talk to him. And
Yeah.
he seems like someone who would be down for that if we could make it work out. I just don't know if he has anything other than a fucking flip phone. Joseph Binowitz for $2. So Jeremy, what's the plate on your car? LOL, joking.
What was the question?
What he wanted to know what your license plate number is.
Oh, Raylos are weird.
It's actually Sonichu. He has Chris Chan's car. So Rick Moranis for $10. Which strip club we hitting after hours, fellas? Well, that will be a conversation in Vegas, probably a couple drinks in. We'll have to figure it out. You guys are blowing it the fuck up. Thank you so much. Anthony Norris for $5. Would Geeks and Gamers ever come to Seattle, Washington? I can't foresee a time in the near future where we'll go up to Seattle necessarily. I do imagine we'll be doing some meetups in Florida. Once I get there, I imagine we'll be doing some maybe more in the middle of the country in Texas, someplace like
Orlando.
that.
Yeah, Orlando's definitely going to happen. I mean, I don't have a time frame, but I would assume within the next calendar year, Orlando will happen, a Geeks and Gamers meetup.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm excited for it. Lulu, hello Lulu, for $3 with a little thumbs up super sticker. Thank you so much, Lulu.
Thank you, Lulu.
Yes, you're awesome. Joseph Binowitz for $2. Ryan, check out So What Metallica cover. So What Metallica cover. I'll have to check that out later. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate the recommendation. ZZYGYY for $5. Decades of Mario Kart gameplay has made Jeremy an excellent driver.
I am a great driver. I got to say right now, currently, people are pissing me off too much. Everybody's doing what they need to do. People that are in the left lane are, passing. So we're good. We're good for now. We're good for now. I mean, I'm at 4 lanes right now. So it's kind of easy to not be mad when you have 4 lanes. But when there's 2 lanes, usually a bunch of fucking losers out here.
I literally put a video up on my over on Locals and over on my Patreon and channel members where I recorded a video just talking about Vegas and everything. But like I was recording the video, I was getting out of a parking lot, and the first 2 minutes was literally just me yelling at people because like some homeless dude was just walking really slow in the parking lot. Then I made the mistake of waving a woman out like to turn in front of me, and then she didn't know what the fuck she was doing, of course. So I was just yelling at people. It's pretty good. Where was I? Mr. Grant Gregor for Aussie, $2. Godspeed, Jeremy. Ryan, that old man is future you. There's no way. There is no way I'm living to be 78. I just don't see it happening. But I hope so. He's my spirit animal. The Old Guard becomes a channel member. Thank you, Old Guard. Hyperion for $5. Can't make it to Vegas. Here's a few shekels to buy a beer. Like y'all always say, never apologize to the weirdos. Never bend the knee. Thank you, Hyperion. Appreciate that, my man. Clemson for $2. Is Jeremy driving a Ford Raptor?
What?
A Ford Raptor. I don't think so.
F-150.
There you go. F-150. Mexican Iron Man for $50 says, in case Jeremy crashes, please use these funds for the Transplant Jeremy Fund so he can forever preserve his anti-SJW persona into a cyborg body for all time. Hail Geeks and Gamers forever. Yeah, we're going to put his head right next to Walt Disney's. Just fucking freeze it until we're ready for cyborg people. It's going to be Walt Disney, Ted Williams, and Jeremy. Their heads are all going to be frozen in some location. Thank you for $50, Mexican Iron Man. That is awesome. The Matrix and Rhodes Show. What's up, guys? This is John Matrix. It's for $20. Did you guys see where Subway franchisees want Megan Woke-Pino fired because she's anti-American and hurting sales? About to shoot a video on it. I haven't heard anything about that. I know that Megan Rapinoe is a ungrateful bitch who is more concerned with kneeling during the national anthem and telling people how bad America is than she is about actually playing soccer, and that's a big fucking problem. I didn't even know she was a Subway sponsor, but it doesn't surprise me that they're tired of that kind of crap. Jeremy also hates female soccer player Megan Rapinoe.
100%.
Yep. John Jenkins for $10. While I've had disagreements with both of you, I'm still subscribed because I'm not made of soy. Keep it up. P.S. Jeremy, don't worry because golf isn't a real sport.
I disagree. Golf's a real sport for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fucking love. I love golf. I love playing golf, and when you like playing golf, you enjoy watching golf.
I think you're going to start seeing a lot more golfing from us since Ryan's going to be in Florida now. I'm going to be down in Orlando quite a bit. Yeah. I mean, I love golfing. I've never taken the time to really try to hone my craft on it. I mean, I think I'm pretty decent. I think for someone that never has really focused on practicing it consistently, I think I'm pretty good. I think I can drive the ball pretty well. Now my short game, that's where I'm going to struggle a lot, but I think I can drive pretty well. But just, I like being out there. I like being out on the green. It's the same as like fishing. It's like just nice being out on the water, nice being on the green. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're going to be fun. Another tip. I just experienced this. Okay. Another tip. Okay. Now, if you see traffic ahead of you and everybody's hitting their brakes, don't wait, don't ride. And if you're far back where you should be, you should give, the proper link. But if you're far back, don't ride up on them and then slam on your brakes when you feel it's convenient, because you need to let the people behind you know. You need to let the people behind you know that you're having to slam on your brakes. That's how bottlenecks happen. So think about the people behind you. Okay. I'll start a driving school channel. I'll let everybody know what's up.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like the most basic, dumb fucking advice. It's like...
You would think, but people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, you should legitimately start one and just be like, all right, guys, I just want to give you another tip. When you put the car in drive, it means that it's about to move forward. Some people don't understand that, but it's one of the things that you really need to know. That's like the equivalent of that advice you just gave. When you see people stepping on the brakes in front, you should think about stepping on your brakes.
No. But it's about as soon as you see it, because a lot of people will just, they'll see the brakes, they'll see everybody else brake, but they'll be like, okay, well, I have a few minutes or I have a few seconds. No, the moment you see that, your brake lights need to come on so the people behind you understand that everybody's going to be stopping. How many times have we seen those big pileups on the interstate? All the time.
I just assume that 99% of the people that I interact with on a daily basis, whether on the road, in a grocery store, wherever, are just fucking retarded. So that's, I don't, like, nothing surprises me. I don't think that they, like, know and decided not to. I think they're too dumb to understand that they should do it. So
when you're on the road, you're not driving for, like, at least for me, like, I'm good enough to where I don't need to worry about what I'm doing. I have to worry about what everybody else is doing. I'm more concerned with everybody else, because everybody else is the one that's going to create the problem, not me. I'm about avoiding their problems.
The problem is, half the people on the road are female. It's a big problem. So it's equality. That's what happens. But not equality of outcome. Punk Waddle for $5, wearing a Sith Happens shirt, acting like a Jedi Master, not listening to someone else's angst in his own Star Wars store. That is hero status. Yeah, that dude's a fucking badass. Gained a lot of fans and a lot of support for his store. So thank you, Punk Waddle. Bert for $5. I can't make it past 4 episodes of Big Bang Theory for BoomerCon preparation. Now I don't know if I can hang out with geeks for 2 nights. The Big Bang Theory is not that good. It's okay that you didn't make it past 4 episodes.
I've never watched it.
I've seen a lot of episodes because they used to do syndication on TBS a lot. So I just had it on. I've never been someone that watched it when it came out or cared. I've happened to have seen a lot of episodes of it, but it's not good. I don't know. It's fucking stupid. It's the Kevin Smith of TV shows. They're just fucking pretending and saying shit they think nerds say. Sailor Mercury for $5. I've never liked Mark Hamill. I grew up on the prequels, so Luke doesn't mean as much as Anakin. He's a one-hit wonder actor and a limited range voice actor. I agree, because Skeletor sounds exactly like the fucking Joker. exactly like the Joker. So it is pretty sad what's happened to him.
Really?
Raging, yes,
Idiot.
really.
No, this fucking moron almost moved over into my lane.
Honk at him.
Stupid fucker.
Honk at him and flip him off.
I don't honk my horn. I do flip off, but I don't honk the horn. That's a gamer word.
Oh, I honk my fucking shit when you're being a dumb fuck. Raging Rhino for Aussie $2. Jeremy, please say, look at these retards in cars.
Isn't that a full Aussie thing?
Yes.
Like who sent that?
Raging Rhino.
Oh yeah, Raging Rhino is always getting me to quote shit. At some point, I'm gonna get in trouble by the shit he's having me quote.
Well,
That's all he fucking does. He never says, "Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Hey man, like the show. Hey man." No, it's like, "Hey Jeremy, say this." Like I feel objectified, and I kind of like it.
Based on the things I've heard Raging Rhino say on stream, I don't know if you should say all the things that he says. Legitimate gamer words. But yeah, you're part of the retards in cars segment. They do a whole thing where it's usually just like women of TikTok where they're just like posting really dumb shit in their car while filming in their car, but you're part of the intro to it.
Nice. I'm always happy to be part of anything and everything. I don't give a shit if it's positive or negative towards me. I like being included.
There you go. Mike Hill for 5. I didn't realize the eagle is symbol of evil Germany. Yeah, there's an eagle on the fucking presidential seal. There's an eagle on a lot of different military insignias. Like, are you saying that every, I don't know, captain in the Navy or colonel in the Army, are you saying that they're representative of some sort of 1940s Germany? Mark Hamill, fucking idiot. Matt G for $1 with a man with crazy eyes super sticker. Thank you so much, Matt G. Jesus Villasenor for $5. Jeremy, for God's sake, drive safe. Remember, I want to be the G&G forklift driver, and you got to teach me.
Always safe.
God, there's a lot of fucking super chats. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's because they're preemptively honoring my memory. Because
that's
some
true.
fucking idiot, some fucking millennial, or some fucking SJW is gonna fucking take me out. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
It is probably gonna happen. President-elect Archie Bunker for $5 over on Streamlabs. Don's a straight up savage. Can I get first dibs on Jeremy's Atlanta Braves hat in the event of his passing? Yes. That's a sports war, some inside sports wars baseball from Archie Bunker there. Horror Amarada for $5 preemptive. RIP Jeremy. All hail our new raging overlord, Ryan. Thank you. Thank you, Horror Amarada. I agree. Raging Rhino just tossed in Aussie $2. Hey, Jeremy, big fan. Love the show. You're awesome.
Thank you, Raging Rhino. That's so kind of you. You're always so nice and enthusiastic and positive. And even when something is negative, you're more concerned with making sure that the narrative isn't fucked.
That's right. That's right. Hail, Raging Rhino. Naked Fame for $2 is pay attention to the road, dork. I think he's talking to you. Chris Coran for $5. Jeremy doesn't drink. I got your bill next time we're at Hangar Bar. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, Jeremy doesn't drink. I'll get your tab, buddy. Thank you, Chris Coran. Enoch Maman for $5. Does Jeremy's truck have truck nuts?
Does my truck have what?
Truck nuts.
Yeah, no. My nuts are so big and hairy that they're plenty enough.
There you go. Big and hairy. Cucks and Gamers for $4. I've got $1,000 and a suite at the Win. Hit me up, Ryan. Well, that $1,000 is interesting. Thank you, Cucks and Gamers. Captain Quack for $2. If Jeremy dies, just live stream his empty chair again. It's literally just going to be fucking Paul Walker, Dom Toretto, that song. See you again. It's just going to be that song. And an empty Jeremy chair. Brian Ajax Winter for 35. I think this is South African dollars. Jeremy seems incredibly checked out of this discussion. I don't even buy that stuff like this bothers you or upsets you anymore. You seem dead inside. Well, he is driving, to be fair.
I am driving, doing the best I can.
I think he also can't hear me sometimes, so he's just like kind of piecing together shit I'm saying.
Yeah, because my Bluetooth or headphones are hooked up to my phone, but for some reason through StreamYards the audio won't come through the headphones, so I'm having to listen on speaker.
There you go. Jeremy can't figure out technology. Blake Hemlow for Canadian $5. Hey Ryan, have a drink for me when you're in Vegas. I will, my friend. Thank you. BFSD for a $5 says, hey, will Geeks and Gamers ever have a meetup in Tampa? Probably. I foresee myself going to Tampa a little bit to go see some baseball, go see some football. So yeah, we could probably figure that out. Claudia Rogojan for 5. I didn't listen. You tried to warn me, Jeremy, but I saw Snake Eyes. Just one question. Was your jaw on the floor when the 4 giant anacondas came out?
Oh my God, that was such a fucking terrible scene. Yeah, I mean it's that whole thing was that was a standout moment of how bad a bad scene in that movie. But the whole thing was just, I was already checked out at that point. So I mean I was checked out before I even saw it. But as the film started, I really started to fall into, I would rather watch Channing Tatum as Duke than this bullshit. That's how bad it was.
I've been trying to tell you. Demaxki for $2. Ryan, are you from Illinois? I'm from Northwest Indiana. So I was born about 45 or 50 minutes east of Chicago. So I'm very close to Illinois. Johnny the Whiz Kid for 2. Hi, Jeremy. How does it feel to be on the road again?
Great. This is the first the reason it's going to be such a long road trip, because I love driving. I love taking road trips. This is the first road trip. Hang on. Sorry, breaking ahead of me. This is the first road trip I've taken since the pandemic and the lockdowns and everything. It's the first real road trip I've been on, so it actually feels great. And the first road trip in my F-150, because I traded in the Audi.
Hey, it's going to be a lot of fucking, well, I guess what was gas mileage on the Audi like?
The Audi actually got good gas mileage. The Audi got around 30, 32 on highway. Did
you have to put premium in it?
No, I didn't have to put premium in that one.
Okay.
And I don't have to put premium in this either. I had to put premium in my Z car, which I don't drive it much. Under Joe Biden for sure too. But yeah, the gas mileage on this is awful. Fuck. I don't want to think about it.
Chris Coran for $2. Ryan moving to Florida. First and last drink on me. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy. Lolliot River for Norwegian 50. Jeremy always bends.
Low light river.
Low light river. Yeah, that's how you say it, right? Jeremy always bends the knee. Screw that guy. Such a beta with a smaller than average.
They're gonna feel bad now. No, that's supported forever. They're like, damn, Jeremy corrected me. See, I used to say lowliite or whatever, and they corrected me about 5 times.
That is low light.
Low light.
There ain't no way that's how you say it.
That's how they told me that, because I used to always say it like you said it.
Fucking Norwegians. That doesn't make any sense. Michael Hughes for 5. There's only 2 people I trust behind the wheel, me and no one else. Yes.
I respect that.
I don't like bein driven.
I fucking hate being driven. I hate it. I don't like it. I just went on a road trip with the fam a few years ago, and literally we drove from Pensacola all the way up to the north, all the way up through Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, all the way to Washington, down through Oregon, California, all the way down through Arizona, Texas, back home. I literally drove every mile except for like 3 hours because it was too much. I just couldn't. I hate being driven. I fucking hate it.
The only way I really like being driven is if I'm asleep, so that I'm not. If I died, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't know. So
It's hard for me to even sleep when someone else is driving. I'm just waiting for death at that point.
Well, I feel like I used to be able to just drive whatever. I used to make a drive from South Carolina to Indiana about like 16 or 17 hours just straight, no problem. Now I'm just sleepy. I just fucking want to fall asleep when I'm behind the wheel of a car. And it's like even in the middle of the fucking day, I feel like I'm an old man. I'm constantly wanting to fall asleep.
That happens to like so when I went there was a couple of years ago when we were doing the music video, the saga ends, and so I drove straight from Pensacola to LA like in one run. Now the reason it ended up being one run was because when I got to like Texas, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I'm literally falling asleep at the wheel. So I'd go check into a hotel and I'd just lay there. I couldn't fucking sleep. So I'm like, fuck. So I just wasted that. So I had to get back in my car, and then I'm starting to fall asleep as soon as I start driving. I'm like,
it's just gotten really bad for me over the past maybe 5 years. I don't know why. It sucks.
I know what you mean though, because there are times when I'm driving and it's a long distance trip, and it'll be like just the middle of the day. I had a good night's sleep, and I'll just be like, fucking about to fall asleep right now. You know what I mean? I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's awful. Mr. Grant Gregory for 221 on Streamlabs. In memoriam, Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers survived by his favorite cap, his 809 channels, and his biggest fan, Bree Bigfoot Larson. Hail our new Uber Lord, Ryan. Thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory. Jeremy will be remembered. Not for long, but he will be remembered. Eric K for 5. I need you to pick up that USC hat to go with that sweet sweatshirt. All right, I need to pick you up that USC hat to go with that sweet sweatshirt. Thank you, Eric. Eric K, always in the house. Thank you for modding, Eric. BFSD for 5. So I guess Jeremy is never going to start that forklift training channel. No, he's just going to tell you. He's just going to tell you, hey, if you see somebody with your brakes in front of you, think about stepping on your brakes too. And that's going to be the newest driving advice channel.
Yeah. I mean, it is basic stuff, but people are fucking stupid. So,
Nick Nero for $4. Geeks and Gamers needs a car video channel. It'd be pretty easy to do. And like every time Jeremy goes to the store, he could just fucking do a video. I've thought about that.
I'm gonna have to step my game up. Viva Frey has just been killing it with the car videos, so I'm gonna have to step my game up.
Yeah, he's really fucking good. His audio is always really good in his car too. Raj Age with a thumbs up super sticker. Thank you, Raj. Johnny the Whiz Kid for $5. Jeremy, if you ever drive through Texas, would you like to stop by my hometown El Paso and have a bite to eat at Lotta Burger? If so, when and what time?
Yeah, I've actually stopped at in El Paso when I went to LA a few years ago, and I did stop at Whataburger there, and it was actually really good. For some reason, Whataburger is better in Texas than it is Florida, and don't get me wrong, it's not bad in Florida, you know. Hang on, I gotta get over. It's not bad in Florida, but it's different, man. It's different in Texas for some reason.
People say that about In-N-Out. Like the In-N-Out in California is different than the ones in like Phoenix and Vegas and shit. I don't know why. Less soy. I don't know. My Nerdy Home for $5. Jeremy, don't die. You have my merch. Keep the merch safe.
Priorities. I like it.
Imagine just Jeremy just fucking gets in a pile up, just gets fucking yeeted out of existence, and there's just literally just piles of Geeks and Gamers clothes strewn about. That's how we knew it was Jeremy. There's just piles of Geeks and Gamers merch all over the highway.
That would be awesome, dude. Fuck, that would be awesome.
That would be a way to go out for sure.
That would be badass.
Godlike Leo Slayer for $1. Thank you. Bert for $5 from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for starting your streams on time. Unlike that prima donna, Gary the Boomer. Split this for a lap dance in Vegas. It's $5. So split $5 for a lap dance in Vegas. So that would be $2.50 without Google's cut. So if I'm paying $2.50 for a lap dance, I do not want to see that woman.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest with you. That's rough. But thank you nonetheless.
pretty scary stuff. Okay, I'm getting into some heavy traffic, and my GPS is taking me all kind of fucking places. So I'm gonna bounce.
Yep.
Ryan, thank you for hosting this, man. I do appreciate it. Hang on, come on, buddy. Appreciate you hosting this, man, and thank you to everybody that tuned in. I don't know how many people we had watching, but I hope we had a decent crowd. I look forward to more live streaming with the team in the very near future.
Yep.
From
Yep.
Vegas.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Right. Stay safe, I guess.
Bye.
Bye. All right. There goes Jeremy. I'll get him out of there. All right. There goes Jeremy. Just me for the rest of the time. Got one more topic to cover. We're going to get all these super chats, guys. Thank you for being here. Had 1,500 people at one point in time. Smash a like button. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. Let's carry on. Daryl the Derelict for $5. Are either of y'all coming to Retropalooza in Arlington, Texas in October? I'm buying the tacos. I'm not aware of Retropalooza. I probably won't, but it sounds like a good time. If I'm in the area, I'll swing by. Butter Biscuit for $5. Well, if Jeremy kicks the bucket, I wanted to see that dumb Atlanta Braves hat anymore. That's right, Butter Biscuit. Thank you. Naked Frame for $2. Jeremy looks like a less angry George Michael. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Godlike Leo Slayer for $2. I'm just trolling with the dollar like Jeremy does, Jay. Well, thank you, Godlike Leo Slayer, for the buck and the troll. Lethal Lightning for Aussie $2. Suicide Squad suck AIDS dripping ass. But that's a good transition. Lethal Lightning hated Suicide Squad. Absolutely despised Suicide Squad. Odin despised Suicide Squad. There's probably a couple other people that absolutely despise it. For the most part, everybody I've talked to, in my experience as well, it's an okay movie. It's an okay movie. It's basically what I expected going to a James Gunn, who did Guardians and Guardians 2, with a DC movie with villains where he was allowed to have it rated R and a ton of violence. Pretty much exactly what I expected. I think that let's look at Rotten Tomatoes and let's look at the overall rating, because I think it's too high right now. I think that a 92% from the critics is higher than I thought, and an audience score of 87% is probably a little high. When you look at the all audience, it's down to 81. I think it should probably be around 75, to be honest with you. Just from what I'm hearing, from everybody, what my experience was, I think that most people went in there like, hey, you know what? This is a movie that it's not preaching to you. There's a lot of violence. There's some humor in there. And it's just the kind of movie that I don't feel like we have enough of nowadays, which is literally just going there to be entertained instead of them going in there and then preaching to you some woke fucking garbage. When you look at the DCEU, I think that it's middle of the pack for me. Now, I like a lot of, obviously, the Snyder movies more than most other people do. I would rather watch a movie like that. I'd rather watch kind of an epic, kind of sober story like that than this. But I think there's plenty of room for this in DC movies. And I think overall the reception from most people that saw it is pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't think you're going to see a lot of people that think it's the best movie of all time. I don't think that in any way. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's pretty good. I had a good time watching it. I actually got to go up to Los Angeles with Chris Gore. I don't know if you guys know who Chris Gore is. Used to be on G4. He's been blowing up lately on those Film Courage YouTube channels. But there was a free screening up there open to the public that he got word about. So I met him up there and we got to see it a few days early. Not like media or anything like that. Literally just an early access at the Aero Theater in Los Angeles. You just had to get in line early enough. So fun to see it in a theater as well. Not all the jokes hit home. I think it's about 20 minutes too long. There's a Harley Quinn scene. I'm not going to go over spoilers, just so you guys know. There's about a 10-minute Harley Quinn standalone story in the middle of this that I think should just be removed from the fucking movie because it's not necessary. Doesn't do anything for the plot. I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn as part of a team, not when she's just by herself. This movie, to me, is easily better than Birds of Prey. It's easily better than Wonder Woman 84. It's better than the original theatrical hack job of Suicide Squad. I still want to see David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad. They should release the Ayer cut because the studio bastardized that film. And I think that it's better than Aquaman and Shazam. I think it's in that category. I think you're going to see a lot of people's rankings probably right around there. you're going to see this movie, Aquaman, and Shazam in the same area. That's how I feel about it. When you were talking on Friday Night Tights, sounds like you're going to have about 7 out of 10 people that think, yeah, that's pretty good. And you might have 3 people that absolutely fucking despise it. But for me, it was an entertaining movie. It's exactly what I expected going in. James Gunn, rated R, villains that a lot of them are going to die off. My expectations were basically exactly what this was. John Cena, John Cena was better than I thought he would be. I can't say I'm super interested in the Peacemaker HBO spinoff, but he was better in the ensemble cast than I thought he would be. And everybody had room to really like get as much as you kind of wanted out of their characters. Once you realized who was actually going to be a part of this story, which I'm not going to spoil it again, once you realize who was actually going to be a part of this story, all those people I felt like had room with their characters and had enough attention on them. People like Polka Dot Man, people are coming out of there saying they really love Polka Dot Man and Ratcatcher 2, characters that you would not expect to really come to the forefront, but they did. And they went out there to get James Gunn to do a darker version of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what this was. This is not as good as Guardians of the Galaxy. I would put it more on the tier of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but hard R. A lot of violence, a lot of crude humor, a lot of swearing. And to me, it worked. It was entertaining. I'll probably watch it again at some point. But when you look at the theaters, this movie is going to lose a lot of money in this era of theaters release in the pandemic. The Suicide Squad set to top subdued weekend box office with $25 million. Now, I've seen the number 25 million. I've seen the number 27 million as well. Either one of those is lower than the 30 million that was expected to. When you look at this movie being rated R versus the most recent Warner Brothers release, which was Space Jam, which is PG, meant for kids, the fact that this movie made less than Space Jam kind of tells you where everything's at. Is this movie going to have more legs than that? I think it will have more legs than Space Jam, but at the same time, it's very I didn't think it was going to go anywhere close to 40 million that people initially thought. I thought it was going to be more in the 30 million range, and now it's fallen short of even that. So we'll see what happens. I think this movie will have fairly good word of mouth, not great or fantastic, but I think it'll have fairly good word of mouth, but we'll have to see what happens in this second weekend. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, it's on HBO Max too. Yeah, but that's just the way things are. We can't use that as an excuse. That's the way it is. This movie still costs $180 million to make. It's going to lose money. I don't know how it's going to be able to make all that money back. But that's something that they knew when they put it on HBO Max. With all the fear-mongering going on over, the Delta variant, all this bullshit, it'll be interesting to see how many theaters are able to stay open and how many are able to, continue getting people there as the fear-mongering around the country continues. Don't get too attached. Don't get too attached is the best way to put it. To me, one of the best things about this is I was wondering, is there going to be any woke identity politics bullshit pushed in there? There wasn't. It was literally just a movie where you go there, enjoy yourself, and laugh. That was it. A lot of violence, a lot of fucking swearing. What I expected out of a movie where going in that a lot of these characters aren't going to survive and that they're bad fucking people. They're villains. So the Starro thing, I was not a huge fan of them using Starro in this movie. Obviously, that's not a spoiler. It's in the fucking trailers. I'm not a big fan of it. And I think you could have shortened down that ending by a lot. But overall, a 7. Give this movie like a 7. Middle of the road for DC. Middle of the road for the DCEU. Lone Wolf for $5. Have you guys heard about the drummer for The Offspring getting kicked out because he can't get the jab because of a childhood disease? No, I haven't heard that. Well, I should say I've heard something about that, but I don't know the details. I've heard about a drummer for The Offspring, but I didn't know any of that stuff. That sucks for him. And that's bullshit. Crow Fu for $10. So I just watched Amazon's Invincible, and I was disappointed. From what I've seen from the comics, it could have been so much better, but they just focused on checking boxes than character development. I heard a lot of good things. About it, but I never watched it, so I don't know. Claudia Rogojan for 5. You guys ever see the show Frasier? Found it funny. Never found it funny on myself. Just thought because you mentioned Big Bang Theory, both aren't funny. I mean, Frasier is funny at times. I'm not a massive Frasier fan, but there are funny parts of it, I guess. Ord's World for $2. What's up, Ord? See you boys in Vegas. D-Day, bring me a hat. He is bringing a bunch of stuff, a bunch of merch. So I think it'll happen. Thank you, Ord's Board, now Ord's World. Blue-Eyed Scorpio for 2. Jeremy is live streaming his LeBron hunting. Oh, my God. Yeah, thank you, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Take that dummy for 5. How much you want to bet Disney comes out and disavows this guy's shop? I live in Seattle, and I'm proud of this guy. I don't think it'll get on their radar like that. But maybe. Nick the Great for $10. Suicide Squad was better than the crap Marvel has released in recent memory. Doesn't preach to you, and the most important part, it was entertaining. That's what it should be all about. I agree. That's kind of like this movie. It's not often nowadays, I guess. You might go in thinking you're going to fucking hate something, and it's worse than you expect or whatever. I went into this movie with the expectation of I didn't think it was going to be great, but I thought it was going to be fun and entertaining. And I was going to get to see people get shot up. And that's what happened. It's exactly what I've expected from this movie. I would not have wanted to watch a Justice League movie like this. No fucking way. In the same way that I wouldn't want to watch like maybe a Wonder Woman movie with the Shazam atmosphere. I wouldn't want to fucking watch that. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's a reason that the tone should feel different when you build these things. That was the problem with Marvel, is that everything became the same thing. You went from phase 1 of Marvel when you have Iron Man, you have Thor, you have Captain America, you have all these characters who feel significantly different from each other. That all changed. Like midway through phase 2 and into phase 3, all of them became the same exact thing, and every movie felt like the same exact atmosphere. That's not what I want from movies, and that's not what I want from DC movies. Personally, my personal taste in movies is I want more of that kind of epic feel that we got from, like the Snyder Cut. Like that's more like what I enjoy and I prefer. But the universe has to have different movies as well, because all these characters are different. Not everything should feel like fucking Man of Steel. Not everything should feel like Shazam. Not everything should feel like fucking Iron Man, which is what they tried to make the MCU into. So that's just my my personal opinion on it. Entertaining movie that was good, not great, and I think most people are going to enjoy it. MJ1 Media for $2. Starro should have been Justice League's first big bad. Boo, DC, boo. Maybe. I guess we could go back 10 years and change things. Mike Hill for 5. The one thing I was disappointed about was it was less screen time of Weasel. Yeah, I thought there's a lot of characters that I thought were going to have more screen time that didn't. And there's some characters that I did not think were going to have near this much screen time that did. I don't want to spoil anything. Just don't get attached to these characters. It's Suicide Squad. You shouldn't get attached to them, in my opinion. Man Samsung for 5. I watched Suicide Squad for free on HBO Max, and I want my money back. Well, you can try. You can try. Culture Casino for $5. Looks like Vegas is going to be crowded. Meeting up and getting in trouble is the order of the day. Should be a remarkable adventure. See you there, Ryan. Yeah, see you there, Culture Casino. That'll be fun as fuck. That'll be fun as fuck. Ryan can't review DC movies, honestly. Really? What did I say about Wonder Woman 84? What did I see about Birds of Prey? Why don't you check your facts, you dumbass cocksucker? I'm going to give you my honest opinion of anything. Of anything. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not going to be influenced by what some other bigger YouTuber has to say. I'm not going to be influenced because, oh, well, these fans don't like this director because they want this cut of this movie. No, I'm going to give you my fucking honest opinion about it. Bottom line. That's why I'm successful, right? That's why people are tuning in, because whatever my take is, it's going to be my honest fucking take. I'm not going to say something that I think you want to hear. Could I get a lot of attention from maybe shitting on something, but maybe I don't think that it's that bad, so I'm not going to shit on that thing. Could I get attention for something by simping for it? Yeah, I probably could. But you know what? I'm going to give you my honest fucking opinion, bottom line, because anyone that doesn't will eventually be exposed. There are people that have very different opinions than me about this, like Lethal. I know that's his honest opinion. He truly thinks that it's the worst DCEU movie. I think he's fucking crazy for thinking that. But that's just how it is. You're not honest about it. That's one of the dumbest fucking things I could ever imagine someone saying. Go fuck yourself, you cocksucker. Anyway, Christian Jones for $5. Thanks for the in-work entertainment. And personally, I was bored with Suicide Squad, and much that was done I wasn't impressed with. There you go. Christian Jones. Not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. Thank you for taking care of that spammer. Thank you for taking care of that spammer. I appreciate it. We're all caught up over with Super Chats. Still got 1,000 people here watching. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. We also are all caught up with Streamlabs as well, guys. So I do want to say that thank you for tuning in. We weren't sure how many people we're going to have here. I wasn't sure how long Jeremy was going to be here either. It's good to be on the main channel for the first time in a while. We're so focused on what we got going on with Sports Wars and everything else, all the different aspects of Geeks and Gamers, whether it's park hopping, gaming with geeks, a lot of good things going on. I do have my channel, RK Outpost, Ryan Kennel RK Outpost. You can go check me out there if this is your first time seeing me. I would appreciate it. I do a stream on Sunday, so tomorrow I will be doing a stream, probably talking about some similar things as well for my audience. That'll be fucking awesome. And then I'll be on my way to Vegas. I know a lot of you have already mentioned the green screen doesn't look great today. I'm on a green screen because I took all the shit down from my wall because I'm moving. I'm packing up the house and I'm moving to Florida after we get back from Vegas. So it's going to be very, very busy for me over the next few weeks for sure. But I'm going to try to put out as much content as I possibly can. Thank you guys. Thanks, Jeremy, for joining us very briefly. Thanks to the mods. You guys are fucking awesome. And we will talk to you later. Peace.